Just so you know, I just finished the entire thing, but the camera wasn't on. I'm an idiot. Now I'm gonna do it again. Welcome to part 3. The previous 2 videos made me realize that this abandoned cabin in the woods that I just paid cash for was not the final destination for my life that I thought it was gonna be. It was actually the beginning of the journey I didn't realize I had already started. This video talks about taking action. It's about breaking down the walls we previously built up because they've outlived their usefulness. It's about making a strategic shift late in life that will re-energize your spirit and open up new opportunities. And it's about how learning that if you don't prioritize your own time first, other people will just keep taking advantage of you. Those 3 topics will put a stranglehold on your life and your future if you're not careful. We have all experienced this one way or another. Watch this video, then take a close look at your situation. I needed to take action. I was what my mom used to call a stick in the mud. You are gonna see what I did to fix this. So at the end of this video, let us know what you're gonna do to get out of the mud. By the way, if you haven't seen part 1 and part 2 yet, what you're about to see will make much more sense if you watch those first. I'm just saying. Welcome to our 5 to 9, a journey we can take together towards a destination that will never be reached. I like the analogy that if you want to keep something for yourself, you had better keep it closed tight in your hand or someone might come along and take it. But if you do choose to open up your hand and share it, you also run the risk of someone coming along and putting something else in it. To me, this means that by opening yourself up and going all in on new possibilities, new dreams, and ambitions, you do run the risk of losing or even failing, but you also gain the possibility of something or someone coming along and adding to those dreams and ambitions. The message here is don't let past mistakes and fears keep you on the sidelines. It might be time for you to open yourself up and get back into the game. My cabin in the woods is the pivot point in my life where new opportunities and energies have been exposed. And it is the catalyst for everything you will probably see here on this channel. For instance, you saw how the first motivation at the cabin in the previous video was to clean up the personal spaces and then open up the back porch.
But it looks good.
I wanted to create a place where I could look forward to going for a quick getaway while also creating an environment where the outlook on my own future wasn't so grim. Looking back, I just needed to break down the walls I had previously built and get back into a headspace where my life could flourish again. I think we often build up these walls to help us get through a specific time in our lives. Like for the 10 years when I was solely focused on raising my 2 boys as a single dad. And when I say single dad, I don't mean the way most women mean it when they say it. What I mean is mom is out of the picture completely, and I get to do it all. I'm solely responsible for everything.
There's not much there, but there's something. This is a fully different path than we took.
I'm gonna send this to Father. You're not gonna make it.
No, you can make that.
You're not gonna make it. No, you've got to go over into the crevice that I was in.
Over here?
Yeah. No, not over there.
No,
That's
no, Logan. He was like
to the right. I was way to the right of
he was
you.
way to the right. Not where that little grass is.
You see the crack? You see the corner? It's right there.
Yeah, more towards over there. There's nothing for your feet.
That's
there.
yeah. That's just a flat wall. No, Logan, come on.
Oh, there you go.
I ain't getting it.
He's not gonna make it.
You think I'm gonna die?
He's not gonna make it.
He's flying. He just has to drop.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't just have to drop
That was
down.
easy.
You saw me do it first.
I went a different path.
Longer videos in smaller pieces.
I'm gonna fall just standing here. Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Stop saying that's gonna hurt. I heard that.
It is gonna hurt.
It's not gonna hurt. Nothing's gonna hurt. I'm gonna make it down safe. Too late. I'm already on my way down.
And with that in mind, I did not want anything or anyone getting too close. Nothing that might distract me from my responsibilities as a single parent. So I shut off any potential for a long-term personal relationship. And based on my track record, it was gonna be safer that way. As a side note, guys, if this sounds like what you have done, don't hide behind those walls for too long like I did. In fact, they've probably already outlived their usefulness. Don't be afraid to double check your plan. It might need to be updated. Mine did. And now I was making a shift. I was making a shift from full-time dad with tunnel vision to part-time weekend warrior who just saw a speck of life at the end of that long-ass tunnel. I knew I needed to shake things up in hopes of making the most out of the back half of the life I was now living. In fact, Allie had started her shift also before we even met. She had recently left her corporate career of 20 plus years to pursue a more rewarding life. A life that would allow her to have control over her journey, one with the flexibility to embrace her 5 to 9 vision and go all in on the dreams that she had. Life wasn't about making money anymore, because we always feel like we would never have enough money. It was now about living our lives, because we knew we would never have enough time. So we both seemed to be on the same page when it came to taking back control of our future. When you have already passed the halfway point in life, you tend to notice that your inbox will never be empty, and other people will never stop asking you to do things for them, for their benefit. That is, as long as you are still willing to do them. Allie and I had decided to start prioritizing our time and begin filling our inbox with the things that we wanted to do and get done. So on each trip we took to the cabin, we made sure to build in time to take a walk down to the river and watch Mother Nature roll by as she etched the landscape, to relax on the back deck while the sun goes down and listen as the forest comes alive. And we built in time to sit and be amazed at the pure darkness surrounding us while marveling at the billions of stars overhead. We decided that we were not going to continue to let the mundane aspects of everyday life overshadow its hidden joys. I know all that sounds cheesy, but it has become important to us. Time doesn't slow down for anyone. It actually speeds up. You know what I mean. All right, enough of that. Let's get back to work, because this cabin still needed a lot of improvements. In addition to making the inside a bit more accommodating, we made plans to fix up the outside too. We added an outdoor shower, workbench, and porch swing. Okay, new addition. Going down the stairs. Truck's over there. Turn. A walkway turned into stone path, compliments of Lucas at work. Outdoor shower. Nice big place. You can hang your towel, your clothes, change. Fire it up. Put your flip-flop back on and head on back. Then connected the back deck and the front deck with a walkway and had to tear down the old rickety front stairs. Then we added a new access stairway and railing system to the deck that we had just built. All right, day 3. We're burning some old deck wood. There's old deck. Old deck. Didn't really think I was tearing that down, but apparently I did. By taking off the stairs, that became really unstable and it needed to come down. So we're demoing that, and you can actually see under here how rotten it really was. I don't even know how old it is. All right, done for the weekend. There used to be a big deck right here. You remember from the previous videos. Did not think I was tearing it down, but I had to go. And it's in there, being burnt right now. So it turned out pretty good. Happy with it. We've been designing the railing system to go around all of it. It's about 115 linear feet of rails to cover all this stuff. But we're happy with the result. It's been a long time coming. We put it off and put it off. So this works. Wraps around to the front. We hauled in 30 tons of gravel to help clean up the underneath part of that cabin. You can see my son helped. All right, big trailer, bigger than the truck. We decided it's not going through there. It's hard enough to drive the way it is. So that's 3 tons in the background. Keep going.
I want to watch.
Oh. Well, you can watch the video. We love what we were doing here, and this cabin became special to us now. We could already tell that this purpose was going to be worth our continued effort. At the beginning of this video, I asked you if you needed to take action too, because I needed to, and I did. I got my stick out of the mud and everything changed. Casting off constraints, shifting focus, and prioritizing personal time has kicked the back half of this life into high gear. And Allie and I are just getting started. So don't go anywhere, because we still have a lot to share with you, like videos of the additional purchase that we are about to make. And we start up a short-term rental business. Plus, we tap into the creative side with a new publishing venture on Amazon. And eventually, we will discuss what starting this YouTube channel is really all about. I'm kind of still working on that, but when I bought this cabin in the woods, I thought being alone was gonna be my final destination, more or less. but it turned out to be the beginning of the next phase of my life. Guys, there is no final destination. There is only a journey. And I'm inviting you to come along on mine. But don't miss out on creating your own journey. You still have a lot of life to live and value to give. You're not done either. The next video, part four, takes us into Northwest Arkansas looking at another cabin in the woods to buy. You only have to watch one more video to complete this 4-part series. And don't forget to let us know if you're planning to take action. We could all use some new motivation every once in a while.
Last board.